Hey, good morning, Sam. This is Braden from Mitsubishi here in Cairns. Hey, just doing a quick video tour on our 2021 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport DXT, sitting here in front of me with only 45,990 drive away and only touched over 70,000 Ks. As mentioned over the phone, obviously just down the road, but we're at Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, so we're lucky enough to be the second largest used car yard for Toyota in all of Australia. As you can see, we're absolutely jam-packed here at the moment. You get Toyota Lexus dealers up, all our Toyota Lexus dealers up the hill there, service departments down the road, and of course we've got another yard up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. So it means we get some absolutely awesome cars just like this Pajero. Full service history as well. Obviously all our cars we guarantee no write-offs of flood damage or hail damage or anything like that either. As you can see across the top, just a little bit of dust, obviously just from being on the yard. Unfortunately those shade sails do drop a little bit of dust, but we get them re-detailed obviously before you guys collect the car. No chips or anything through the windscreen. Looking very tidy across that bonnet as well. Looking very clean through there. Little tiny, very small little hairline mark there, and a couple little stone chips just on the front. A couple more little ones. But again, if any of that kind of stuff is a concern for you, just let me know. I'm sure we could potentially get them touched up for you too. Again, just a couple little minor ones across the front there. If you can't see them in the video, just let me know. I'd be happy to get some extra photos for you as well. Now, obviously we've got these beautiful Exceed black and silver alloy rims, looking very clean through there. Stacks of tread left on these guys as well, with a little indicator down the bottom, so plenty left on that one. Tiny little bit of dust through the suspension, but very tidy through there overall. And of course, just across the front as well, a couple of tiny little stone chips and stuff along there too. But again, if it is a concern, let me know. I'm sure we can try and get them touched up for you as well. Very clean through this side as well. Through the same thing through the wishbone, suspension, everything on the inside looking really well. Good. Blind spot monitors on both the outside mirrors here too, so they're going to light up as soon as somebody is in your blind spot, whether it's motorbikes, trucks, all that kind of stuff. Keyless entry on both these front doors, so that tucks in as soon as it does. As soon as you unlock it, same thing, back out. Very tidy through that inner door card. Obviously got all that black trimming with the white stitches, the electric windows. Through the inside here, obviously no holes or anything like that through the dash. Those seats, electric seats on both the front, passenger and driver side. On the inside of those visors as well. Alright, all your manuals, logbooks, all on the inside here for you too. So full service history. So we got what we got: 2021, 15,000 Ks, Newsom's Tyre Mechanical. 2022 at 31,000. 2023 at 53, 2023 at 67, and then finally through us as well at 71,000 Ks as well. So they've got to be done every 12 months or 15,000. So this has been done pretty much perfectly every time. So just, yeah, some really fantastic service history there for you too. And like I said, whenever they come into us, if they're due for a service, we get them done so everything's all nice and for the yard. And the rest of the top there. Now that big window, that is just privacy glass. It's not actually window tinting, but we can have that all done in-house before you pick it up. Looking really tidy through the backside here. Child locks on both these rear doors, of course. A couple tiny little sort of marks just there. I'd say someone's rings or watches or something like that might have caught on it. We've got the 150 volt, sorry, 220 volt, 150 watt inverter plug there for you too. USBs in the back here as well. Very tidy through these rear seats. We've got the argument separator in the middle with the cup holders that come out like that. Great for the kids. You've got drop down handles, aircon vents the whole way through. All aircon controls in the back here as well for the kids and that, so it's totally independent to the front. We can also drop these seats down, so at the moment I've got those seats folded down at the back. Now these can actually roll forward as well. That's obviously just this little one holding onto there, but that'll basically roll all the way forward, giving you access into the rear. Now these seats you can actually fold down like that. That little handle tucks underneath like that, and actually gives you that more flat background for everything in the rear there too. Otherwise, to get these guys up, you simply pull that strap in the back, like so, clicks into place, and then again, this seat just does the reverse, down like that. Oop, wrong angle to do so. And just clicks into place like so. So very nice and easy. Again, you've got that massive amount of space to be able to walk through here to get into those rear seats. And totally customizable on how you want them. So whether you want these guys sitting flat, straight back up, the whole works. So all super nice and easy. Fuel inlets obviously on this side here. Again, very tidy wheels the whole way around by the looks. You can just see that spare tyre underneath with full tread on there too. The chassis and that looking very tidy. As we come down to the back, we've obviously got the genuine keys here for you as well. So we've got a spare key on this one. So that one works perfect. As you can see, when you lock it, that mirror comes in, and that second key is working perfectly as well. So I just noticed a tiny little hairline mark just there, very faint. Rear parking sensors all across the back here too. Like I said, your spare tyre and that underneath. Now we've got the electric tailgate, so you can obviously open from the driver's side. We can do it from the keys, so you simply hold that button down. There we go. You've got two different buttons here, so you can unlock it from the close it from there, or if you push that one, it's actually going to lock the car once that door closes on you too. So great for shops and stuff like that. Tie down points all through the back. Like I said, you do have two different straps here. So we've got one at the moment that's going to pull that one forward into place, that bottom one, and this second one's going to drop that down. So again, you get this huge amount of boot space back here. Again, tie down points all through the back. Another accessory plug in there. We've got the little spots to tuck that into, so you don't go tripping over or anything, trying to put anything big in the back. Tie down at the kids anchor points. We've got 1, 2 and 3. They only come with these two actual ones there, so you can actually swap and change in between them how you want them set up. So that's where the anchor points are for the kids. But otherwise, very tidy through here. Looking really nice. So I've just held that button down as well. It's closing up. Beautiful. So very clean through there too. Down through the driver's side now. Tiny little sort of mark there. Very faint. Okay, another little one there, but I reckon a bit of polish might even clean that one up. Just down the driver's side here for you. And that final wheel too. Looks like tiny little stone chips just there, very small though. And again, stacks of tread left on these guys. Just through the rest of the this side here now as well. And finally, just down that driver's side. Now we'll jump inside. I do want to start it up for you too. Okay, a little hairline mark there, probably the only one that's sort of really noticeable. Another little chip there too. So again, keyless entry on here too, as well on the driver's side. Now master controls are all up on here, so the electric windows, central locking, and the window locks there for you too. Again, like I said, all the driver's side, so you can adjust that height, the backrest, forwards and backwards, all controlled from down here. To start it up, you've got to be obviously sitting in the car. You push that button with the foot on the brake. So I'll show you in just a second. Fuel release is just there. Bonnet release is just a little bit further around, under there. All the mirror adjustments, so we can tuck those mirrors in from the inside of the car as well. And of course your radar detection, your forward collision control and traction control there. So there's a bunch of blank switches all around the place too. So that way, if you want to put light bars or spotlights or anything like that in the car, you can. Simply close that up, foot on the brake. Get some aircon going because it's a very hot day here in Cairns today. Alright, 71,552 kilometres as it sits right now. So obviously no engine or dash lights or anything like that. You've got that beautiful LCD display up there as well. You've got a whole bunch of different menus that you can flick between on how you want to set up and everything like that. There's a whole bunch of different personalisation settings and all that kind of stuff. All your trip meters, when it's here for next service. That one's will show you when you're in your 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, all that sort of thing. It'll light up the wheels as it needs to. eco modes, average fuels, all that kind of stuff controlled up from the left hand side here too. Cruise control all up on the right. You do have a little button there that's going to open up those that camera for us too, so we can push that at any time while you're driving. Got an option to check out the cameras on the side, because you do have cameras at the front and under each mirror, and of course at the back, and they'll actually stitch that together to give you this full 360 view of the car, so you never actually should damage the wheels. That's why they're in such good condition. And of course you'll always have this reverse camera there too. But again, you can control all that from up here on the steering wheel. Bluetooth controls are just down there as well. We do have a manual control of the gearbox, so you can go up the gear paddle shifts on the steering wheel, so you can up the gear on the right hand side, down the gear on the left hand side. Wipers have all got automatic settings, headlights have all got automatic settings as well. What else we got? As we come around, put that into drive, we'll get out of that photo for you. There you go. So nice massive big touchscreen display here. Mitsubishi do currently have a recall on these screens. Basically everything from their Pajero Sports to the ASXs to the Outlanders, any of them that have got this touchscreen display, there's a recall on the actual touch side of it. So basically some of the buttons and everything like that will work perfectly. Others, there you go, so jump in, so we can still go from the home page, jump into the sat nav. There you go, so those two aren't working. Navigation works fine, home works fine. You can jump into the settings, and that's what I mean. So some of it you can use and some of it you don't. So there is different sections on the screen that won't work. Mitsubishi, as a temporary fix, the USB port's in the bottom here. If you plug your mouse from your computer into that USB, you can actually run a mouse over those buttons to work them in the meantime. But other than that, basically you go into your local Mitsubishi, you book it in, they order a whole new screen for you, all under warranty, and replace that as soon as it arrives. But again, you can use that mouse as a temporary solution until that does arrive. Otherwise, like I said, all your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything all from the inside here. You can open and close the boot from the center here as well, so good for school runs and that kind of thing. All the little lights there, basically they'll light up for whoever's not wearing their seatbelts in the back, so you know which kid to yell at. Dual climate control, so totally independent temperature from the right and the left side of the car. Fan speeds, where you want them coming out of, all that kind of stuff, and you can totally turn off the aircon in the back if it's just you driving. Heated seats, front high and low settings for the front two seats, rear diff locks, accessory plug there too, and of course, like I said, all your USBs for the obviously the Apple CarPlay, but also that mouse as well. Bit of storage down the bottom, obviously park, reverse, the camera's going to come up as well as soon as you come into reverse, neutral and drive. All the full drive stuff down the bottom here. So we've got a Mitsubishi Super Select gearbox. So one of the only ones that basically, Mitsubishi is one of the few ones that give you 4 selections instead of just 3 for these guys. So you've got normal two-wheel drive, which is basically power to the rear wheels that we're in at the moment. You can then flick that to 4H at any time as well. So you can flick it over to 4H while you're driving. It's basically beautiful for this time of year where we get all the rain and there's water on the road, aquaplaning, all that kind of stuff. It just gives you basically an all-wheel drive car instead of just 2. Does use a little bit more fuel, but is definitely safer as well for the bad weather. Then you can flick down to the 4HLC, which is 4 high locked center. So that's your full driving stuff. So still normal gears. It'll do 80 k's an hour, 100 k's an hour. So great for going up to dams or Daintree or places like that where it's a bit of dirt road, but you're still doing normal kilometers. And then of course your 4 low lock center. So that's for the hectic stuff. So hill climbs, mud, creeks, beaches, all that sort of stuff. That's you want to use for that as well. So all electronic. You don't have to go jumping out or anything like that. I've got a couple of different modes once you're in full drive that you can flick between with that one as well. So beaches and that sort of thing. Electric handbrakes. You simply foot on the brake, push it up to engage it, push it down to disengage it. A bunch of storage on the inside there. So that one actually comes out. You get the storage through the inside. And that just simply clicks back into place like so. Adjustable seatbelts on both the front sides, drop down ones like the top there. Like I said, visors with the lights, with a massive sunny holder. Same thing on this side. And that is pretty much everything there, guys. So we'll put that back in park because I do want to quickly show you under that bonnet before we finish up. Apologies for dragging on a little bit. I just want to try and show you through as much as we can. And that's currently beeping at me because I've got the keys in my pocket. So just in case you forget to turn it off, just a little reminder. But very tidy through there. You've got some nice big battery in the back. That 2.4 litre common rail turbo diesel motor as well. Incredibly tidy through there. All the fluids and whatnot as well. And of course you've got these beautiful daytime running lights. So as soon as you run the car, these guys are going to be on as well. So they look fantastic, but obviously a safety feature there too. So thank you again, Sam, for your inquiry, and can't wait to hear your feedback soon.